Marshall, and I enjoy eating raw meat. In other cultures, it's their everyday life. Like, that's what they do. They have a big variety of meats, insects. But here in America, when I do it, people find it odd, weird. People come at me very negatively. But it's just something that I enjoy, and I like it. One more bite, because I can't stop eating it. Hi, I'm Wendy Marshall, and I enjoy eating raw meat. In other cultures, it's their everyday life. Like, that's what they do. They have a big variety of meats, insects.
All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. That is to say in the Paleo-Hebrew, Yahweh, which is the name of our Heavenly Father, meaning He is. Bahashem, meaning in the name. Yahweh Shai, meaning He is our salvation. And that is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, a so-called black man, who, by the way, only came for the Israelites, all right? And as you saw, the Edomite, the so-called white woman, said that she enjoys eating raw meat, okay? Now, that could be taken literally and figuratively, okay? Because these Edomites, they have no morals, man, okay? They don't have no moral compass, all right? So this is Jeremiah 10:1. It reads, "Hear ye the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans." All right, this is for you. Verse 2, "Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen." Okay, here we have this heathen, this Edomite woman who she actually enjoys eating raw meat, whether that's a skit or not. Okay, it's true to their nature. They are cave dwellers, okay? They enjoy eating raw meat, all right? That's in their DNA, all right? And we're gonna look up that root word in Leviticus 17 for blood, okay? It says, "And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." So we are a separate people, set apart from all these other nations. And in doing so, Yahweh gave us a list of statutes and laws and commandments that's directive to Israelites, okay? And one of the things we're not supposed to do is eat raw meat, okay? That's why you go to a restaurant and you have Edomites that say they like their steak rare, all right, where they can see the blood coming out of it, the redness, okay? That's sickening, man, okay? I want my steak well done, man, cooked all the way through. Some Jakes like medium well or medium rare, but Esau likes his steak rare with the blood and the juices dripping out, man. All right, so let's read that again. "Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." Okay? So we just are a separate class of people set apart from all the rest. Okay? Let's go there and read that in Deuteronomy 7. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. It reads, "For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power." Who is this referring to? The Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. It says, "Yahweh thy power have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself." So out of all the people on the face of the earth, he chose the Israelites to be a special people to himself, man. And in doing so, he gave us a list of things we can and we cannot do, all right? And despite what the so-called Christian church has told you, the laws, statutes, and commandments are not done away with. We are under grace and mercy, okay? This is the time that's allotted or afforded to us to get ourselves right, all right, before the great day of destruction comes, okay? So the law, statute, commandments aren't done away with. Can we keep them perfect? No. But does that mean we can't try? Okay, so we're supposed to try. We're supposed to be trying to do the best of our ability. Okay, so it says, the Most High have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above. That's separation. All right, the Israelites are above all other races or all other nations of people. It says, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Yes. Okay. You can call that racism. The Most High prefers or deals with only one group of people, the Israelites. Okay. Yasharallah. He is the Prince of Power. All right. We are the Prince to who? Yahweh, man. Okay. So we supposed to conduct ourselves in such a manner, man. And those of us that believe and truly call on the names with sincerity are trying to separate ourselves from these other nations by what? Learning not the ways of the heathens. Okay? Fireworks, 4th of July, Memorial Day, all these pagan holidays, along with the, westernized culture, we waking up to this truth are separating ourselves from that, okay? We no longer eating rare, or I like my steak rare, okay? Hey, it says we're gonna get it, okay? Because I can say it one way, but the word says it the best. Let's read that in Leviticus. This is Leviticus 17 in verse 11. It reads, "For the life of the flesh is in the blood." See? "And I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your souls." So this goes into us making, atonements, making sacrifices, giving doves, giving bullocks, giving sheep, rams. You see, this was initially acceptable for Yahweh, but then, Israel, as we do, we go off, man. Okay, and then we come with an atonement, and then we go off again. We don't try to make honest effort or attempt at doing well, man. See, this is why we have to be upgraded. This is why we have to be quenched into that oil, all right, and get that new covenant, so we don't have to go off anymore. All right. It says, "And I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your souls. For it is the blood that maketh an atonement for the soul." Check this out. Verse 12. "Therefore I say unto the children of Israel," this is that class that's above all other nations, "no soul of you shall eat blood." Okay? That's raw meat, man. That's blood. What did the Edomite woman say? "I enjoy eating raw meat." I bet she does, man. Okay? I bet you she does. Let's look up that word blood in the Hebrew. Oh, but it's good for you to eat the blood, the life of the creature, the animal. You got these so-called hunters, but just Edomites. They like eating the heart of a fresh kill. All right, they'll cut the heart out or the liver out, and they'll eat it raw, man. Okay, showing you that we are truly separate from these damn Edomites, man. It's like night and day. So let's go to that word blood in the Hebrew.
Strong's H 1818. Dam.
Let's go to the root word, or let's compare one of the root words at H119.
Strong's H 119. Adam.
We go into that word. It says to be red. Let me see if I can figure out where to go. To emit or show redness. Okay, that's exactly what you look at when you see that raw meat. It's not cooked, so it appears to be what? Reddish. Okay, so it says to emit, parentheses, show redness, reddening, to grow, to look red. Okay, so the root word of dam is what? Adam, okay, to be read. All right. So when we go back to Leviticus 17 and 12, it says, therefore I said unto the children of Israel, no soul of you shall eat blood. Anything that's emitting red, that unprepared, uncooked, just raw. Hey, like that Edomite showed you, chewing down on it and chomping it. And even if she didn't swallow it, just the thought of you putting that in your mouth, man, just for some damn likes or whatever, man. All right, that shows you there's no end to these damn Edomites, what they're willing to do. All right. So let's read it again. Leviticus 17:12. Therefore I said unto the children of Israel, no soul of you shall eat blood, neither shall any stranger that sojourn among you eat blood. Okay, we're not supposed to eat anything that's not cooked, anything that's emitting redness or blood or anything of that nature. We're not supposed to eat, man. Okay, so this Edomite just doing what Edomites do, man. Okay, being the scum, the waste of the world. Okay, so let's finish up and close out in 1 Peter 5 and 8. This is 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. It reads, be sober, be vigilant. See, knowing these things is what's separating us from the other. That's what put us in the upper echelon, because we carry ourselves in such a way. All right. If we go out to a steakhouse, you might be with a party of 6 or a party of whatever from your job or whatever, and they go out and they ask you, how do you want your steak? And you got like 4 or 5 Edomites there with you, and they all say, I want my steak rare. Rare is not cooked. All right. It's basically raw. Okay. And then you say, I want my steak well done. And they look at you crazy. They look at you crazy like you cooking the steak all the way through. Yeah. They say, well, you're not experiencing all the juices and flavors of having a steak rare or medium rare. Okay, no, I like mine's well done, man. It's just embedded in Jake to not want to eat things that's not cooked all the way through. Okay? It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. All right? In this kingdom, in this society, this ruler, Esau Edom, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, is going to allow you to do everything that's contrary to what the word says, man, and not have to worry about any consequences. Why? Because he wants you to sin against the Heavenly Father, man. All right? Eating raw whatever. Okay? Anything that's have a soul, if you eat it raw, you going off, man. All right? Plain and set. Plain and simple. No other way about it, man. All right? You eat raw elk. You eat a heart of a raw bear or whatever, man. That's going off. Okay? So, I said bear because you got these Edomites, they love to go hunt bears, man. And they'll eat a fresh kill. They'll cut out an organ of a bear and eat it, man, raw, right there on the spot. All right? So learn out the way of the heathen. And in doing so, you're going to be what? Sober and vigilant. Why? Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. All right? So with that being said, pray someone was edified through this lesson. And until the next time, if it be the Lord's will, stay strong, stay in the faith. We almost home. Shalom. Peace.